Now, quantities is a good point to introduce the concept of measure words. So in English, if I talk about binoculars, I don't say I have a binoculars. I say I have a pair of binoculars. If I have jeans, I don't say I have a jeans or I have one jeans. I say I have one pair of jeans, or I say I have two pairs of jeans, or I have one carton of eggs. These words that we add, like carton or pair, in Chinese, they're called measure words, and they're added to every noun when you are adding a number in front of them. So you would never say, I have one jeans in English. And just like in English, the measure word changes depending on whether you're talking about jeans or eggs or socks or whatever you can think of. You might use the word pair, you might use the word carton, you might use the word box, you might use the word sheet, a sheet of paper. And in English, the word that we use, this measure word, will change depending on whether you're talking about jeans or eggs or paper, anything like that. You might use the word pair, you might use the word box, carton, sheet. It will depend on what the object is that you're talking about. And Chinese is the same. The problem is in Chinese is that you need to use these for every noun, whereas in English it's only a certain subset of nouns. Like it's perfectly fine to say, I have a cup, I have a chair. Whereas in Chinese you need to add this measure word between the one or the a and the chair or the cup. Now the most common measure word in Chinese is ge. It's kind of like a catch-all generic measure word for everything. And to be honest, at the beginning, you can get away with using ge for everything. So if I want to say I have a friend or one friend, we can say 一个朋友. 一个朋友. So 一 here means one. 朋友 is friend. That's second tone, third tone. 朋友. We need to add the ge, the measure word, in between 一 and 朋友, in between one and friend. So if I want to say I have one friend, we know I is 我, have is 有, third tone 有, 我有一个朋友. I have one friend. I have three friends is 我有三个朋友. 我有四个朋友. 我有五个朋友. Now, coming back to what I said before, I never say I have 二个朋友. We always say 我有两个朋友. I have two friends. 二, when you're talking about quantities, becomes 两, just like 200, 两个朋友. If I wanted to say I have two fathers, 我有两个爸爸. I have two mothers, 我有两个妈妈. I have two friends, 我有两个朋友. So that covers our first Chinese measure word, ge, fourth tone. 我有一个朋友, 两个朋友, 三个朋友. 我有150个朋友. That you should be able to translate already on your own. I'll say it again. 我有150个朋友. I don't think that's actually true. I'd need to count. I suspect not, because I'm not that social a person. But for the purposes of learning the language, it's a perfectly valid sentence, and I'm sure there are people out there who do in fact have 150个朋友.